We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the dead. Rots in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals, in hope of harvest from of innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered, and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are incarnate paranormal.
And what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Happy Monday to ya. We actually made it through the weekend. Today for me pretty much involved the DMV. I know you guys are just saying, "Oh, happy times." But good thing is I had a 8:15 appointment, which means I'm one of the first ones in. They actually started taking us in right before 8, and I was out by 8:30. So I was actually in and out in about 30 minutes to the DMV to get my driver's license renewed, so I'm happy. So good day all in all. Then the boss is like, "You coming in today?" Dude, I scheduled a vacation day. Oh, I didn't think the DMV would take that long. It didn't, but I scheduled a day off. It's like, you're going to text me on my day off or a scheduled day off to see if I'm coming in? It's like, oof, something must have been going on in there, but Brent wasn't going in. Hey, how you doing, David? I see you snuck in. How you doing tonight? Last night, very uneventful with EVPs. We had two potentials. We couldn't completely verify them. So we spent a long time trying to get EVPs and turned up empty-handed, which is all right. Tired, long day. I spent most of the day sleeping. Ain't gonna lie. Laid down, watched a couple movies, and slept. Probably one of the best things I've done in a while. But I figured, hey, sitting around doing nothing, start the show a little early. Yeah, aim for 2 hours or right in the area, and see if we can get anything tonight. Knock on wood. Hopefully. But anyways, hope you guys got someplace comfortable to sit, got your headphones on, something cold to drink, and let's see if we can get some EVPs tonight. Because hopefully we need to beat last night, that's for sure. We are on Sims Recorder Night 2 up in Women's Block. So let's see if we get something tonight. And I'm going to need to amplify that. I am really going to need to amplify that. So bear with me a second. All right, that should do it. So you heard me talk to Susan about who we talked to on night one. Uh, hopefully we get some responses, even if over here in women's.
So this right here is real map where they said they're voluntary, and we kept saying, hey, Chris, we're right here. And we said, who's with you? And he goes, yeah. Come to find out, we didn't get away, she said that he can't come down from college. We didn't get away, she said that he can't come down. We didn't get away, she said that he can't. We didn't get away, she said that 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 we didn't get away, she said that.
There's an EVP. We already got one. I guarantee you that's an EVP. Because I can make that out already. Let's just get some vocal enhancers in here and start the show off right. Let's start the show off right. There's a nice whisper right there. We're going to start off right with an EVP. Cheated on me. I will take that to start. What is EVPs for 500, Alex? Let's get that saved. And that is EVP 295. 5 away from that 300 mark. And there's another one. We're getting them back to back. This doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen very often like this. Two in 5 seconds. Turn around. We're going to just hit them all over the place, aren't we? And another one. Turn around. That's 2 and 5 seconds, guys. We've already pretty much made up for last night's lack of EVPs. Yeah. If we're gonna be at this, if we're gonna do it like this tonight, let's just say we're not gonna get too far into the audio. If we have to stop every 5 seconds to get an EVP. No, I'm not sure on this one. All right, let's get some vocal in here and try to maybe do some noise reduction. Uh, what's up, Grinch? Is this? I don't know if this is an insult. Uh, uh, don't ask me for bone. Maybe I don't know. This is actually EVP number 3. We got 2 in the first 5 seconds. Uh, we're actually starting to rattle them off pretty good. Last night was actually if you had ears on speed dial. You know, what was that retard? Yeah, I'm not hearing retard anywhere in this. Yeah, she is the ears of this show. Uh, I'm focusing on the whisper, the ear, the. Remember, there are people talking in the background. I'm talking to Susan in the background. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty far into it. Let me get this saved. Let me get this saved at least uh, before I go back to Raw. I'm gonna have to go all the way through it again. I have to go. I have to literally undo everything. I literally have to go through and undo it all. And that's literally that's 609. Okay. Okay. I don't hear retard anywhere in there. No offense. I don't hear retard anywhere. I'm hearing life, something life at the end. We're all hearing something different here. So what we're gonna do is what we normally do. I'm gonna save it as an unknown, and I'm gonna let Susan decide. I'm gonna let Susan decide this one. Not much I can do on that one. When we have four different people hearing four different things, uh, which we know it's a good one. It's definitely there, but like I said, when you have four different people hearing four different things, it's it becomes tough because everybody swears that they're right. I might be wrong. I've been wrong many times before. Uh, yes, of course I can slow it. Of course I can slow it down. Uh, I'm not gonna send her what we think it is because I can actually if I send her what we think, she can pick and choose what she thinks. If I let her hear it raw, then she can form her own opinion. And that's probably the best way to do it. Effects, time and pitch, stretch and pitch. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm saving this as an unknown because I know we're not going to agree on this one. Not a bad thing. Just part of it. It's one EVP or it's one voice. Uh, Everything in the background is us where women's is at, and you can hear us in the back in execution. The whisper is the EVP. The voices is us in the background. Uh, Try this one more time. Okay. Yeah, it's helped me. It has helped me. That is flat out helped me. Good ears, Grinch. I'm not gonna worry about a shh because it could be the static. We can get away from the shh. It's ears for the win. Yes, definitely ears for the win. So that is EVP 297. Can I get an ears emote? I'm gonna see if I can get one made. We would be at 299 if the two last night were actually EVPs. So what we can do, since ears is here tonight, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to last night and see if ears can get these. Grinch, I appreciate that more than you know. I think this is Don't Do That. Let me get some enhancing in here. They couldn't. Okay, so we're not going to count that. We're not going to count that. That could be an echo from the other room. So we're going to forget that one and go up to 424. Right in there. Uh, I think this is just echo. Okay. If you hear hey, that makes it easier. Even if it's hey or an echo, we don't count hays. We don't count hays. So, thank you, Grinch. We gave up on hays a long time ago. Wows, hays, shh, shh, could be pant legs rubbing together. Unless it's completely blatantly obvious as on shh, I'm not going to count them. Even haze, this sounds breathy. I hated that. I hated that term so bad. That sounds like a wow. That definitely sounds like a wow. Do water. Okay. I think that's echo because you hear that metal. I think it might be wow. All right. The knock is first. We're gonna save it as wow. I just said something about wow. Yeah, you did. If it's not a wow or a single word, you jinxed it. We got one. And 298. And that is, what is that? 2564 overall. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. We're doing real good, actually.
So it's even somehow the ability to record and you can see quite a bit approaching.
Do you believe people can see things in the future? Clairvoyance? Uh, to an extent, yes. Uh, Watch the movie. If you haven't seen the movie Rose Red, it touches on different types of people who can see into the future, auto writing, clairvoyance. People can see the past in great detail. Yes, I believe it's possible. People get autovoyance. Yes. People can hear things, see things. Yes, I think it's very possible. It's we might have dreams about spirit people warning us not to do something, and it comes true down the road. So, is it possible? Yes. Do I believe in it? Of course. No.
All right, this is paranormal investigators YouTube visit 3. This is Zoom H4n. It is being left in last night's B2.
I'm just now getting done setting up equipment.
This is going to be left in B1.
This that's not Susan in the background, and that's a female that's a female voice. That's definitely a female voice. It's not Susan. Uh, yeah, bitch. Well, it's not out of the question. Yeah, bitch is not out of the question. We've had insults. Some inmates think Brent's cute. Eh, as long as they think I'm cute and it doesn't go any further than that, I'm okay. If they touch me in the no-no spot, believe me, it'd probably be in the showers, and yes, I would run. Run, Forrest, run! I'd be like that scene out of Ghostbusters when Dan Aykroyd had his belt buckle undone by the ghost. You'd see Brent pants down around his ankles, running back to Vegas. There's no question on that. Let's get some more vocals in here. I'm hearing something bitch. That's fine, I wouldn't either. If the spirits hit on me, that's fine. I got evidence. I'm okay with this. We're going to slow this down. It's sounds like we care something. What was the there's two in there, but I don't know. Let's expand that out. What sounds like a no is a motorcycle in the background. I honestly think on this one, I can't get it clear enough on my side to even want to present that one to Susan. Hey, Benny jumped in. I didn't see him yet. Welcome back to the show. This one is... And Benny, welcome back, buddy. So you can hear the motorcycle. So that I'm going to debunk this because of the motorcycle. Yeah, we're sitting on 4 right now. And a secret spirit crush. Well, we'll find out when I go back in September.
5:07. I'll wait you guys.
Did they finally get here?
I have no idea. I'm gonna find out.
Susan. So we're gonna actually walk in the video. So we're gonna actually walk in the video. So we're gonna actually walk in the video. Okay. We got one more spot. Do you have any idea that the GoPro is on?
You guys went up on the third floor.
Yes.
Did you put anything on the fourth floor?
Yes. Where the guy was on fire.
Okay, good.
So we have any ideas for setting a GoPro? Maybe with a wooden cinder block. Or wait, it's gonna be dark. You're not gonna get shit.
Yeah, we always use infrared when we leave cameras in there.
Yeah. Okay. So, wherever you think, maybe Death Row.
Would be good.
Death Row right here.
Susan and I both feel like the pressure on our
Yeah,
face
you got
going into the ballpark.
you should have maybe 5. Myself, Deds, Chris, and Susan. I think there's 5 of us.
So maybe
There's cell 6.
Now, the tough part is going to be when we get through all the silence. I want to see 2 more EVPs tonight. Might hear the GoPro beep. Yep. And mind you, this is still just a setup phase. We haven't even come close to start investigating. David, no, the team wasn't there. Night 1, we only had myself, Deds, and 5 other people. That was the Deaf Paranormal team. Night 2, virtually everybody flaked. There was only like 2 other people besides Deds and I there. Minus Chris, and Susan, there was nobody. We had pretty much the prison to ourselves. Night 3, different story. There was 8, 10, 12 of us on night 3. So yeah, we had pretty much full reign on night 2. What do we talk about during the silence? What at? Food, sports, alcohol, other investigations. And I think at this point it's just Chris with it, the Chris number 2 with us.
Then she'll put it one day after we're done here. Okay. Then I'll run and grab my GoPro and set the phone ready. Okay. Then I got my gear and set it.
I warmed up some Chinese. Butter chicken. That sounds good. Freaking rice rockets in the background. First one we've heard in a while, though. What sounds good right now is some frickin' street tacos. Okay, that's either Deds or Chris. Is that saying night vision? So that's probably Dead's.
That was a big escape.
That was a big ride.
Yeah, that was big after those guys went so quick.
That was almost 40 kilometers.
No, I think it was earlier than that.
Dad is cooking lasagna and can eat that soon. Ooh.
Because the wording used to live up in here.
Oh, we're gonna have a new med center tomorrow night.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. I keep forgetting because I don't.
yeah,
I forgot tomorrow night.
yeah,
I forgot about that. I keep forgetting because I don't get the evidence there.
right. I've investigated there once. It
He
wasn't
better hurry up.
suspected.
Oh, not nice. I know. I'm a jerk. Hope he pinches her ass cheeks. Well, you know what? Nothing's out of the question. The spirits there know me fairly well. I'm sure they're going to push the boundaries with me at some point. So, like I said, we're onto some silence. We are on to about an hour and 45 minutes of silence. Hopefully they've got... I shut my door so Jack couldn't pester me. It got bad a couple shows ago. He was trying to get on the desk. He was crawling up here. He was trying to chew the mic cord. I literally had to shut the door when I do a show until it calms down a bit. Like the show before that, he was asleep at my feet the whole time. Now we'll see. Well, this need cord here too, and I'll be right back. I opened the door so if he wants to come in, he can. Yeah, we need Korg here, we need Deads here, we need MDS here. Nice try, Bones. I looked right up at the OBS the second it went on. I saw it pop up on OBS. Close though. Jack for president. Yeah. He's a good cat. Pain in the ass, but he's a good cat. But yeah, I still can't believe the boss texted me today. Are you coming in? No. I'll be right back, guys. Keep an ear open. Nope. And here's the devil. Disco ball. OBS, I haven't had any problems lately. Let's see how much he actually behaves. But he's a kitten. Kittens do kitten things. Like try to chew the mic cord. And we could probably... I had to put him down. Try to choose a mic cord. Tries to chew the headphone cord. Tries to chew the pen. Tries to chew the notepad. Yeah. But anyways, don't know how much we're... What the hell? The fuck is that? I don't know. Yours has been crashing. Go in, update it, uninstall, I don't want to say uninstall then reinstall, but go back into OBS, download it, and I don't want to say re-download, but updates or I don't know. OBS is kind of funky sometimes. I had problems with it here about a year ago. not a lot of on this audio. This might actually be one of those nights to where we're not going to get a lot of residual like we did on other recorders on night one. Night one, we got a ton of residual evidence. Night two, we're not doing so hot. We're on what, the third recorder already? Fourth? And we haven't got that many EVPs. Night two, we're on... Well, we got done with milkweed recorder. Explicit recorder. We're on the fourth recorder. And we're not getting a lot of evidence. I don't know, guys. We did go through this on the last investigation of the prison. Just part of it. And you kind of forget about the silent parts when you get into analyzing so much. But still waiting for the end of March. Gonna have a full team. Cannot wait to bring you guys more investigations. Even if I'm like a lot of these smaller investigations, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not taking a lot of gear. I'm not. I'm taking my GoPro, a digital recorder, a flashlight, and the Yeti. I'm not taking much more. When we do the prison, it's going to be all the gear. Wet brakes, huh? I appreciate that, Grinch. It's gonna have, once we get started with residentials again, I'll be bringing you guys a lot of residential audio. I'm not taking Jack on an investigation. He's a cat. I'll never see him again. If he gets into that prison, he's gone. Jack is a master of EVPs. Probably the master of spotting the spirits, that's for sure. I don't know if I ever told you about when we worked in the prison. I know you have mentioned that you worked in a prison. Haven't mentioned much beyond that. somebody hitting something. We took our dogs to work and the inmates babysat them. They would bathe them and everything. A serial killer hung out with our Beagle Juvie. I swear he taught her how to bark back. You know, and I say that just because they're serial killers doesn't mean they're going to freaking hurt an animal. And you know, and a lot of these prisoners, like if you watch, there's some videos from YouTube from, I think it's Indiana. The death row inmates, or like some of the hardcore criminals, take care of cats in their cells. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. So are they, you know, they're just because you're in there doing time doesn't mean you're entirely shitty. I think that's more than a footstep. That's a loud bang on something. And it's too distant to determine anything, though. I don't know. If it's good for rehabilitation for the prisoners, I'm all for it. You know, on that, what are they going to do? I mean, the more well behaved, the more privileges they have. They act up, it's just going to be isolation. I mean, they figured, what are they going to do? They're going to make the most out of their life while they're in there. They're going to try to behave to get privileges to make it as easy as they can. You know, radio, TV, you know, hot plates in their cell. That's one thing I saw in one of the videos. Is a guy had like a kitchen in his cell. It's like, what the hell is up with that? No hot plates. We took those. Okay. What about microwaves? It's a bird. Mind you, at this point, we're 40 minutes into this recorder. We had those lock and tie down in the common area. Okay. They use irons. Okay. A max security person. Okay. 40 minutes in. It's only about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, or in the early evening. 5's not exactly afternoon. Yeah, what are we gonna get into, guys? Seriously. I mean, there's areas, I'd like to get into like a lot of the older closed prisons. I'd like to do Alcatraz, but I'm not paying the money for it. Penn State, A lot of those shut. Yeah, I'd love to be able to travel to do those, but and Nevada State Prison's like top of the list. I go back. We could skip it. I'll jump, but I'm not going to skip. But even if we jump, we risk missing. A lot of these, yeah, you can pretty much gauge where EVPs are in the spikes. Ohio State, yes. Was it Brushy Mountain is another one? I think it's Brushy Mountain. I'd love to be able to do that one. I don't know. It's also getting the money to do it. I don't want to go to one of these big ass prisons for one night. One night you're not going to get freaking anything worth doing. You've got to go to, if you're going to do a massive area, 3 nights. 3 freaking nights would be the goal. Now I'd like to be able to get the money to just go to Nevada State Prison for a week. A freaking week. Just have them unlock the doors, let me in, shut them, and let me just do my thing for a week. Come back and get me at the end of the night, and just be alone on prison grounds. Of course, you have to have somebody there in case, something unforeseen happens. God forbid I'd fall and break a leg and have to crawl back. But getting the team back together, I don't have to worry about doing all this shit alone now. And like I said, I wanted to do something called Pair Alone. How much does a week cost? Fuck. They want to try to get 10 people a night in. A minimum of they want to try to do at least $1,200 to $1,500 a night. So you figure that'd cost what, $6,000 for a week? If I had $6,000 to drop right now, if I could afford to do it, take off work for a week, the hotel for a week, the rent-a-car for a week, and the prison for a week, believe me, I'd do it. Drop 60 Benjamins on there and be like, hey, let's do this. I don't think they'd have a problem with it. And yeah, without other groups, 10K, no. Because I'm there so much, they'd probably work with me on it. Do it during a slower time. I think they'd be okay with it. If I drop $5,000, that's $1,000 a day. And for the first time in a few shows, I've actually dropped a few frames. I'm actually shocked at that. But 10K, if, a lot of these areas, I'll tell you this. One of the TV shows that did the prison, they did it for like 5 days, and they only paid a few $1,000s. And I'm going to tell you, it wasn't anywhere near 10. When they did Goldfield Hotel for a week, they paid $25,000, which I think is asinine. They were told they'd never get back in there, and they dropped the money. Here you go. Tires on the highway. And it's those tiniest little things you want to pluck out of the audio. It's like, damn it, that's not a voice. That's explainable. Like, I think Alcatraz would be around 5,000. Not worth it. I want to go to places where not a lot of people go. The known frickin' places. It's so cliche. I want to get everything done with my Jeep and go out to some of these abandoned mining towns out in the middle of the desert where you have to off-road for an hour to get to them and investigate those places where nobody has investigated. Yeah, people go out there and look around because they're abandoned towns, abandoned buildings, foundations, whatever, the abandoned cemeteries and graveyards. Teams aren't going to track out to these places. Old ghost towns, yes. And there's hundreds of them in Nevada. Between here and like central Nevada, there's I've got a book on a lot of them, and you better know how to off-road to get out to them. It's no joke. And like they from like level 1 to 5, and you're talking like level 3 and 4 off-roading, to where you need winches. You need your Jeep's going to be up like this, crawling over rocks. You're not hiking out there. So, and we're pretty much almost on a stalemate on this recorder. Holy shit, guys. Like, I got to investigate one of the mines up in Goldfield. I was the only person to ever truly investigate it. I was only down there for about an hour, but I got a chance to. And the air was so bad down there, I couldn't take it anymore. And that's the downside. And you go out to these places, not a lot of, hold on. Sorry guys, nose is itching. Not a lot of these towns are safe. What's up, Sims? These ghost towns are not safe. A lot of abandoned mine shafts you could fall down. A lot of places to get injured. So I take that into consideration. It's like I won't go out there without at least one more person. But I'd love to do it alone. It's alright, Sims. We haven't got an EVP in almost an hour. We started off with 4. We started with 4 and we haven't got shit since. We're an hour 3 into the recorder. And our last one was at 6 minutes. What is that? That's Silent Hill is the real town's in Pennsylvania. It's I forget the actual name of it. It's shit. That's not the name of the town. People still actually go up there to that town. Is actually Centralia, Pennsylvania. Centralia. It's not illegal to go there. It's owned by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, so nothing would stop people, but you would need permission to do anything else. The paranoid schizophrenia nephew is out of jail, wants to stay here again. I'm so close to a panic attack. Guy's a psycho. Last time we said he can't say, and he banged on the door, screaming for hours. Call the police and have him trespassed. No, just call the police. Have him trespassed. You're not screwed on it. Put your foot down. It's a simple resolution. Doesn't matter if the hubby likes it or not. You're in fear for your safety. You've never called the police in your life. No better time to start. The only problem is if he's paranoid schizophrenic, you got to worry about him not disturbing the peace but trespassing. It depends on the state, though. Is him coming back and breaking in. That's the only thing you have to worry about. Was paranoid schizophrenics? Yeah, that's a bumpy road. Hope it all gets better for you there, Sims. That's tough. An alcoholic at that. Ooh. And if he's on meds with the alcohol, that makes it even worse. He's on meds. He refuses to get help. We don't need to get into. No, we don't. And I respect that. I won't ask. It's not my business. But I hope it all works out for you. Get that shit straightened out. Hopefully he gets some help. And I say this, I'm not shy about my number one investigation. I want to do the Amityville house. But I think it recently sold. Yeah. Never going to happen. It's not going to stop me from wishing on it. But I'm not going to lie. If I won Powerball or something, you don't think I wouldn't be up there knocking on the door making an offer? Be like, I'll give you 20 grand to let me investigate it for the night. Better yet, turn it into a B&B. Let me rent it from you for a week. Let me rent it from you from 2 or 3 nights. And see what kind of reaction I get. It kind of sounds that way. Fuck, I don't know. First time we've gotten something like this. Guys, I just don't know on this one. This is definitely a strange one. A cat, a ghost cat in the prison? Maybe. I don't think the prisoners were allowed to have pets. Uh, Definitely not Jack. He's downstairs. What do you guys think? Come on. this is a tough one. It does sound like a freaking cat. Okay, room size. That's It's a small room. Shit, left, right, high pass, cut off. I don't know, you guys. Once I clean it up, it kind of goes away. All right, we're going to debunk that. I can't confirm or debunk that. Oh, speak of cats. Speaking of cats, right here. And here comes the headbutt. Yeah, Oz right. Quit eating the notebook. Oh yeah, I love cat headbutts too, but this, he doesn't just headbutt. He like head rams. It's like an uppercut. It's like, are you freaking serious, Jack? Surprised he's not trying to get up on the desk for you guys. There it is again. There's a French bulldog at my name, Spaghetti, that headbutts it. Jesus, it hurts. Yeah. This guy, it hurts when he does it. So this is twice we get something that sounds like a cat. I got to make a note of this and ask Susan. Because that's way too. This little guy is about to get a lesson in manners. I love this guy, but he's being a pain in my ass right now. Okay, Jack. You go bye-bye. It really doesn't. Let's get some vocal enhancing in here and see. Guys, this one is definitely different. Let's get some noise reduction in here now too. I don't know what that cat's problem is, but I know he's a kitten. I'm trying not to discipline too much, but right now he's like biting all the cords, trying to just tear shit up while he's on my lap. It's like, you gotta go, buddy. You can't do this right now. He just wants attention. But he's been getting it all day. That's way too high pitched to be a tire on the highway.
Thou shalt not bow down before any graven image.
It was the fat ass wife. Was the whole toilet was warm. Oh my god. And MDS with the resub. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's 2 more beans. Let's get the box out real quick. We're trying to keep this away from the cat, so I gotta hide it. How you doing tonight, MDS? Good to see you, buddy. I was talking about you earlier. Where are we at? Wheel. Where's the wheel? Where's the wheel? There's the wheel. No ghost pepper tonight, or no Reaper tonight. Please, no Reaper.
And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year. So, let's see the nomination, shall we? And now we come to a special moment. That is the most pointless and wasteful use of this year.
know,
So,
right?
let's see the nomination, shall we? I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, MDS. My nose is running now. Ooh, definitely okay with that. Gotta put it somewhere where the cat won't get it till the end of the show. Ooh. Yeah, those are spicy meatballs. Definitely spicy. I can't explain this. We're gonna save this so I can play it for Susan. This is definitely unique, so let's get this saved for her. And one for the meter. I'm gonna count this. I just don't know, guys. It's one of those weird sounds we haven't come across yet. So, is what it is. It definitely is what it is. But deads with gas. Here comes the monster. And there's Corgi. Got Corgi, MDS, and MDS in here. Holy shit. We were just talking about both of you before you came in. I knew I shouldn't have came in here. Well, thanks. Didn't do that to try to scare you. Yeah, fuck you too. The party has arrived. Now we just need deads in here. What the? I need to get the cat out of here to focus on this. Sounds like somebody screaming. It doesn't sound like the same voice. This definitely sounds like somebody in distress. This is definitely somebody in distress. Shit, I did the wrong vocal enhancer. Good job, Brent. Pay attention. Uh, the cat is out of the room right now. Holy shit. Yeah, that's something in distress. That's definitely something in distress. Fuck. Okay, now we go back in, do it 2 more times. And it sounded like a help. It does. It does. Ghost prison sex. Well, this isn't the women's section, so there's a help and a no. So this is a good EVP. There's a help in there and there's a no in there. MDS, no, there's nobody in the building. And people know not to do this on an investigation. This is one where I will say they know not to do anything like this. Yeah, Sims, you did do something. You donated the recorder. So there are 2 EVPs here. No one help. Let's get this saved. Okay, so that is 2. You can only make part of it. Yeah. I'll see if I can get more of it cleaned up if I can. Oh, come on, Jack. Hold on, guys. And the attack of Jack was back. Sims donated the recorder. Yeah, MDS, you've donated a couple. Yeah. This is how we make the show possible because of you guys donating equipment. We've got a lot of evidence off your recorder too, MDS. We got a lot. So, you guys have both done your part. Thank you. And there's another one. Way too low to even attempt to get. And for the record, those last 2 EVPs we just got were 300 and 301. So we made it to 300 EVPs. That sounds too rumbly to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna even attempt on that one. It's got too much of a vibration to it. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. That's a statement. Now, this one, I'm hearing something pretty fucking unique. Uh, see if I can get this cleaned up for you guys. I'm pretty sure I already know what this is saying. Oops, effects, point, right, apply, okay. Okay, I'm 90% sure I know what this is saying. And is Grinch still here? Because I need ears, like pronto. Okay, effects. I need noise reduction. It's something. Tell him I'm sorry is what I'm hearing. What do you guys think? Possible. Can't move on. Very possible. Trying not to destroy this too much now because we have effectively. Now it's going to be harder to make out because it's gone warbly. So I've got to go in and. This is where we need ears. Oh. So what we do in this case is I'm putting it unknown in women's. I'm not counting it. I am not counting this. But it's saved. We can work on this later if we need to. We're getting that same voice. Same freaking voice. Last part sounds like yogurt. It does, but we're gonna debunk it. It's so distant. It's gonna be almost impossible to make out. We did get two EVPs out of that area. Ears has betrayed us. Ears is probably eating food right now. Ears and Bones are probably eating. So I'm not going to hold it against him. Can't be mad at that, but as soon as the show's over, I need a snack. And we got about 5 minutes left in the show anyway, so 2 nights in a row we made it to 2 hours. Definitely not disappointed with that one. 2-hour show. We can always go back and play it later. Yes, we can. So what I'm going to do is timestamp this at 1:21:28. All right. Women in prison hungry munched them. We were right there. Leave it to you, MDS. They might want to do that down in culinary. Because they might need some garlic bread with that fish. Yeah, you almost got me to say it. I gotta be careful with some of the stuff you put in there, MDS. You've got me to say some pretty weird shit in this chat, and I'm okay with that. Hell, if the carpet patch smelled like garlic bread, I said no, they need garlic bread because they might be having fish. Trout is not on the menu. Good thing, baby ghost girlfriend. You guys did that. I didn't. You guys did that one to me. Again, which is alright. We're here to have fun. The spirits aren't always nice. Sometimes they're overly nice, which is alright. That just shows we're going to keep getting evidence every time we go back. We're sitting at 301 EVPs for this investigation. 4th recorder, night 2. Remember, we only need 469 to beat last year's, or the investigation 2. So we're going to beat it. Overly nice ghost blowies. Yeah, they just overly nice ghost blowies means they just use ectoplasm. Dust spunk. Oh my God. MDS, buddy, you got issues. But it's okay. We all have issues here. We all need jackets with shiny buckles so we can all hug ourselves. We all need shiny buckles. You want a straight jacket? That would be great for a investigation of the prison. Have them put you in a straitjacket and leave you in one of the cells to investigate. That would be great. Nope, 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 nope. Yep, 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 yep. He'd fall asleep. I don't. I'll tell you now. Investigating Nevada State Prison, you're not gonna fall asleep. It's just not gonna happen. But we did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 7 EVPs tonight, guys. We got 7. You couldn't handle a straight jacket. I don't know if I could either, but I'd like to try. Definitely like to try that. All alone, no family around, that's a vacation. Yeah, you could fall asleep though. Fall asleep hugging yourself in a nice little warming embrace. Just have your head rested on your shoulder. Just kind of lean back against the wall and just nod off. Put it on me and throw me in. Sims, if you ever go to NSP, we're going to leave you alone in women's. And I'm going to see if they'll shut the cell door for me. And come back in a couple hours and just see if you can hack it. Anyways, guys, I truly, truly thank you for tuning in tonight. Spending 2 hours of your life analyzing the paranormal. We got 7 EVPs. Cheated on me, turn around, help me, wow. Unknown sounded like a cat. We know it wasn't, but we'll see. No and help. And a couple possible others. So we did good tonight, guys. I thank you so much for helping analyze this. Some of this, you do need the multiple set of ears. And this makes it more worthwhile. We are at 301 EVPs for Nevada State Prison, and that is where are we at total? 2,567. We're doing amazing. We should be 2750. We should be about 2750 overall by the end of NSP, and hopefully we should be around 700 by the time we're done analyzing. So we're on a good goal. We're going to get there. And it's all thanks to you guys helping out. You guys make this worthwhile every show, and I thank you for it. MDS, thank you for the resub. Sims, David, Bones, Ears, just everybody. You guys are amazing. And if it wasn't for you, I would have quit this long ago. But we have fun with it, and it's always an adventure. And we always have comedy relief in the chat room. You know who I'm talking about. You guys take care. God bless, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks again.